Hey everyone, it's Fun Around, and my name is Jordan, and welcome back to NFL football. This video will be for Thursday night football. The Baltimore Ravens versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Great matchup. AFC Championship rematch. That was a 17-10 game. Should be a very fun one to watch, at least for football fans. I'm not sure about people who like a ton of offense. So you will see images that come up on the screen for these picks. Those will be from a data app called Outlier. There's a link in the description that'll give you a 7-day free trial for an Outlier. I have a prop that I like, an anytime touchdown that I like, and I also have an over-under that I like. So I'm going to start with the game total over-under, and I like this game to go under 46.5 points at -110. They went under in 71% of their games last year. Ravens went under in 63% of their games last year. And the Kansas City Chiefs defense gave up the second least amount of points last season, and the Ravens gave up the least amount of points last season. So if you were hoping for fireworks on week one, Thursday night football opener, I'm not sure if we're going to get it. These are two great defenses when it comes to scoring defenses, and it should be a slugfest, which they showed in the AFC Championship game, which is more cold weather type games. So you'd expect the score to be lower, but a big part of it is these teams like to run the ball, especially the Ravens. They like to run the ball a lot and take time off the clock and grind things out. Kansas City Chiefs, they'll throw the ball about 60% of the time last year. But it's a lot of the throws are almost like runs, some short passes, and then they'll hit them for a big one. But I'm going to go with the under on this one, 46.5 total points. So if you guys could, please like the video, and if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. If you have a little bit of extra time, please leave a comment for the algorithm. You can just say anything and it helps. So this first prop, I have a feeling a lot of people aren't going to like it, but it's going to be Patrick Mahomes under 290.5 pass plus rushing yards. And before you come after my head, he went under this in the opener last season against Detroit. He's gone under in 60% of games last year. He went under in 60% of home games last year. He played against the Baltimore Ravens in that AFC Championship game and passed for 241 yards and had 15 rushing yards. So he went under there. And I like to go to Pro Football Focus when it comes to these, off-season rankings for different position groups, just to see how things have changed with free agents, trades, drafts, all that stuff, to see where they rank it based off their analytics. And they ranked the Ravens secondary 4th in the NFL. So they lost linebacker Patrick Queen. I know that doesn't affect the passing game as much. He was more of a run stopper. I know it does with covering tight ends, unless you put a slot corner on the tight end, which you wouldn't want Patrick Queen guarding Travis Kelce anyway. He's going to blow right by him. As far as the secondary goes, they drafted a cornerback in the first round from Clemson named Nate Wiggins, who ran, I believe it was a 4.28 40, and in his preseason debut, in one drive, had 3 deflections. He got injured for precautionary reasons. They took him out, but he looked amazing. Nobody is going to blow past this kid. And then they have one of the best cornerbacks in the league, Marlon Humphrey, and 2 of the best safeties in the league, in Kyle Hamilton and Marcus Williams. So very tough secondary to throw the ball against. And of course, Patrick Mahomes is going to complete a lot of passes. It's just we need no blown coverages, and we need some deflections to end drives on 3rd and longs, obvious passing situations. And then on the other side of things, the Ravens like to grind out the clock with their running. One of the best running teams in the league, and they just added Derrick Henry, who's 30 years old now, but it's better than what they had last year. In that game, in the AFC Championship game, I checked the rushing attempts, and it was Lamar Jackson, 8, and then the second most rushing attempts was Gus Edwards with 3. I imagine that's not going to look like that in this game, where we probably see Lamar Jackson, 5 to 8 rushing attempts. And then we're going to see Derrick Henry with 10 to 15 rushing attempts, probably 15 plus, trying to grind out the clock. Whenever teams play against the Chiefs, they want to keep Patrick Mahomes off the field. The best way to stop him is to not let him on the field. So I imagine the Ravens game plan is going to be grind out the clock, get first downs, and make this a low scoring game. So with that great secondary and the offense taking up time, I see Patrick Mahomes going under this pass plus rush yards. I know he's a very good runner when he needs to be. He's sneaky, just running like with the ball kind of to the side, almost like Michael Vick used to do. But Patrick Mahomes, he didn't get many rushing yards in that AFC game, and they know that he can do it. So before you come and attack me because I took an under, people hate unders, but I just like how this one looks for the very first game of the season. So before I get in this final pick, I want to shout out my partners for Pick'em apps. If you want to get away from Prizepicks, you can try Underdog Fantasy, Sleeper, ParlayPlay, and ChalkBoard. Promo code is FINEAROUND11. On any of these, there's links in the description. I'll take you straight there for a $100 deposit match. Thank you to anyone who uses those. My anytime touchdown player is going to be Isaiah Pacheco, over 0.5 anytime touchdowns at plus 105. Finished last season going crazy getting touchdowns. In 7 of the last 8 games, he did not get one in the Super Bowl. He got one against the Ravens. He finished the season with 60% of the red zone carries. And as far as the backfield goes, Clyde Edwards-Helaire is out. Jerick McKinnon, he's gone. He was the third down back. They're bringing in Samaje Perine. He really shouldn't be a threat in the red zone, probably more of a third down type back. This is Isaiah Pacheco's backfield, and when the Chiefs get close, they're going to give it to him and they're going to feed him. And I just like that percentage share that he's going to get when they get close to the goal line. They should get some goal line attempts here, and it's going to be Isaiah Pacheco going for it. On top of that, red zone target share, he had 10% of it. Obviously, Travis Kelce's up there, and I was surprised to see Rashee Rice was the top red zone target for the Chiefs. But Pacheco was on my fantasy team last year, and he did great things for me. So expect him to have a pretty good game here against the Ravens in a tough, grinded out game. So if you'd like to discuss lines further, I have a Discord. Link is in the description. There's conversation going on about NFL in there, about WNBA, baseball, soccer, all that stuff. It's free. I'd love to see you jump on in there and just give me your opinions on props that you like or spreads that you like, all that good stuff. When it came to props for the Ravens, I didn't like too many of the receiving props. I was thinking maybe Mark Andrews under receiving yards or receptions. He kind of fell off there near the end of the year. Isaiah Likely started to become more acclimated with the offense, and also with the Ravens potentially running the ball a lot. They did a lot last year, one of the top teams doing it. I can just see the passing attempts going down. So it's difficult to look at with the numbers that they have. I don't know if they're going to want to run Derrick Henry 15 to 20 times a game just because of his age, and they do have the threat of Lamar Jackson's legs. So I think that they're going to go for 10 to 15, but we'll see how that all plays out. This very first week, play things lightly, just kind of guessing based off of off-season moves and everything like that, and last season and how things went there. So it's just week 1. So I will have a video for Friday night's game, and then I will have a video for Sunday's week 1, and then I'll do one for Monday Night Football. The Sunday's week 1 will definitely have the most props. I have a lot of games to look at. These single game ones, I just don't want to go too crazy on the props. So it's 3 different bets, and if you don't like the Patrick Mahomes, I know people aren't going to like Patrick Mahomes under, but you'd be wrong 60% of the time if you took him at that line, every single game last year, so, and home games. So I'm a Browns fan, so I definitely know AFC North football and how the Ravens want to play this game. So something I'm very used to watching for many years, and thankfully the Browns can finally play that type of football. But I'm going to get this edited and get it out to you. God bless you all. It's final round. My name is Jordan. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.